Hello. How are you all doing? I'm Sara with Learn Urdu with Sara. उम्मीद है कि आप लोग सब खैरियत से हों और खुश खुरम हों, मज़े में हों. Today I'll teach you 10 to 15 Urdu verbs in the past tense conjugation. Hello everyone. If you're new here, I'm Sara and I teach Urdu as a second language. I'm a great admirer of Urdu literature and poetry, which is why I created this channel. My goal was to teach Urdu with ghazals, qawwali, Urdu adab, etc. But I know most of the people are learning grammar and they're beginner level students, so that's why I create grammar videos. And I know that past tenses are a struggle. I know that a lot of students are struggling with the past conjugation, which is why I've been teaching past tense for a long time. So what I'll do today is I'll conjugate 10 to 15 verbs in the past tense, specifically past simple tense. Because past simple tense is quite complicated because you have to see the kind of verb that you're using. So I'll teach you the kind of verb it is, if it's a transitive verb or if it's an intransitive verb, and I'll provide you with sample sentences. If you want a more specialized lesson, you can also contact me on these websites. Let's get started. So the first verb that I'm going to teach you is पूछना. पूछना, do you think it's a transitive verb or do you think it's an intransitive verb? A great trick to ask is what after the verb. You asked what. You can ask something, right? You can ask a question, you can ask a query. So it is a transitive verb because you can ask something. So the first thing we're going to do is we are always going to add ne with the subject with the past tense and transitive verbs. So for example, I is मैं, I would say मैंने. मैंने is I here. So the first rule is you always mark the subject. The second rule is the verb depends on the object, the number and gender of the object. I explained aggravativity in this video right here. So if you wanna focus on that, you can go and watch that video. So the object that we're gonna take is sawal. Sawal is question. So मैंने सवाल पूछा. मैंने सवाल पूछा. पूछा because a is the suffix that will add for the masculine object. मैंने सवाल पूछा. मैंने सवाल पूछा. The next verb is the most important verb that I think is one of the most important verb because you can use it with everything. You can use it with an adjective, you can use it with a noun. It is the verb that is used in so many different verbs, which is karna. It's like one of the most important verb. Karna is to do, right? So you do something. That is why it's a transitive verb. So there are 4 conjugations of this. You can say kara or kari. That's like a normal way of conjugating, right? A for masculine, E for feminine, kara, kari. But there's one other way you can conjugate it. You can say kiya for masculine object and ki for feminine object. Let me explain what I mean. So for example, काम. काम is work. So काम is masculine. You can say मैंने काम किया और मैंने काम करा. मैंने काम किया. I did work. मैंने काम किया. मैंने काम करा. So you can say either of them, but kiya is more common. Let's use it with a feminine noun. For example, call karna. Call karna. Call is always going to be feminine. So it's always going to be ki. मैंने call की. Or मैंने call करी. मैंने call की. मैंने call करी. Do you have any question? This conjugation is very important. We can take another verb with karna. This is the 4th verb, which is shikayat karna. Shikayat karna is to complain. Shikayat is a noun. It's complaint. So it's a noun. So it's a feminine noun. So it's always going to be ki with shikayat. मैंने शिकायत की, मैंने शिकायत करी, right? मैंने शिकायत की, मैंने शिकायत करी. Both of them are interchangeably. You can use either of them. Are you following so far? We can use karna with another masculine noun. For example, pyar. Pyar is love, and that is masculine. So you'll say मैंने प्यार किया, मैंने प्यार किया. I love someone. मैंने प्यार किया. With प्यार, it's always going to be किया because प्यार is masculine. It's an object. What did you do? You did the love, and love is masculine here. मैंने प्यार किया. You can say उसने प्यार किया. He loved. तुमने प्यार किया. You loved. हमने प्यार किया. We loved. So I hope karna is clear now. If you have any question, you can always comment down below. The next verb is dekhna, which is to watch. Dekhna. मैंने टीवी देखा. मैंने टीवी देखा. I watch TV. TV is masculine. So मैंने टीवी देखा. This video is for beginner level students, so I'm going to use very simple sentences. मैंने मूवी देखी. कल रात मैंने मूवी देखी. Yesterday I watched a movie. मैंने मूवी देखी. आपने क्या देखा? आपने क्या देखा? The next verb is khana, which is to eat. Now, kha is the verbal stem. If you add a here for the masculine object, you will make it ka'a, which will not sound good. Ka'a. So what we do with the verbal stems which are ending with a vowel, we add ya as a suffix. Kaya. So let's say you ate breakfast. Breakfast is nashta. Nashta is breakfast and it's a masculine noun because it's ending with a. So मैंने नाश्ता खाया. मैंने नाश्ता खाया. I ate breakfast. मैंने नाश्ता खाया. If you want to use it with a feminine noun, we'll say उसने ice cream खाई. उसने ice cream खाई. He or she ate ice cream. Here it's so difficult to find out that who are you talking about, because with the sentence it's not identifiable. So basically you just determine it with the context. So in which situation you're using it. He or she ate ice cream. Usne ice cream khai. Muskurana, that is to smile. Muskurana. Do you think it's a transitive verb or do you think it's an intransitive verb? Pause the video and comment down below. Muskurana, you smile what? It does not make sense, does it? So that is intransitive. So muskurai, मैं muskurai. So you don't have to add a name with the subject here. मैं muskurai. I smiled. मैं muskurai. Let's go to a bit sadder verb, which is rona. Rona is to cry. Rona. So मैं रोया. मैं roya for men. I cried. Because in these kind of sentences you don't have an object, because the object is not required, like the direct object is not required with intransitive verbs. So the verb agreement will happen with the subject. So it will depend on the number and gender of the subject. So a man would say मैं रोया. I cried. मैं रोया. Remember what I told you earlier? That the verbal stem, if it's ending with a vowel, it will be ya. Men roya. Meroya. For a female, it will be meroi. I cried. Meroi. Next verb would be jeet jana. Jeet jana is to win something. This is a compound verb. Jana is a intransitive verb. So this is the kind of verb that changes its sound in the past tense. So it will be gayi or gaya. मैं जीत गया. I won. मैं जीत गया. Or for a feminine, it will be मैं जीत गई. I won. जीत गई. मैं जीत गई. The next verb is पढ़ना. पढ़ना is to study. पढ़ना. मैंने you study something, right? Or you read something. Padna is to read and to study. So you can read a magazine, you can read an email, you can read a book, whatever you want. So let's say मैंने magazine पढ़ा. मैंने magazine पढ़ा. I read a magazine. मैंने magazine पढ़ा. Then you can use a feminine noun, which is email. Email is a feminine noun. I know it's very complicated and it kind of is frustrating that even English words have noun genders in Urdu. So email is feminine, so you'll say मैंने email पढ़ी. मैंने email पढ़ी. मैंने email पढ़ी. So the next verb is lana. Lana can be transitive and intransitive. So some of the verbs in Urdu can be transitive and intransitive because you bring something. Or you can use it as an intransitive verb as well. You can just say मैं लाई, I brought. You can choose to use it however you want. मैं cake लाई. I will choose it as an intransitive verb because it's very easy. मैं cake लाई. मैं केले लाई. मैं केले लाई. I brought bananas. The next verb is डरना. Actually, most of the time you would use as a compound verb डर जाना, which is to get scared. डर जाना. मैं डर गई. I got scared. कल रात मैं बहुत डर गई. I got so scared last night. मैं कल रात डर गई. So the rest of the verbs are cooking related. So I'll go in the kitchen and teach you while I'm doing those actions. So the verb that I'm going to teach you is karna. Karna is a transitive verb. So because you're cutting something here, I'm cutting an onion and I cut a cucumber or I cut something, right? I cut a tomato. मैंने टमाटर काटा. Tomato is masculine, so it's going to be kata. There's a lot of background noise probably because I'm browning the onions, so excuse that. So kata, मैंने प्याज काटी. प्याज is feminine, so you'll say काटी. प्याज काटी. मैंने प्याज काटी. Look at this, I'm making a salad. मैं salad बना रही हूँ. इस वजह से मैं प्याज काट रही हूँ. Let's move forward to the next verb. So the next verb that I'm going to teach you is साफ करना. साफ करना is to clean. You clean something, right? So that's why साफ करना is a transitive verb. साफ करना. So here I'm going to clean the kitchen. Kitchen साफ किया. So kitchen is masculine. In Urdu, the word kitchen is bawarchi khana. So मैंने kitchen साफ किया. I have some wipes. So मैं kitchen साफ कर रही हूँ. मैंने kitchen साफ किया. Actually काफी ज़्यादा साफ है पहले से, मगर मैंने kitchen साफ किया. Kitchen is masculine. If you're going to use a feminine noun, let's say almari. Almari is a closet. मैंने अलमारी साफ की. मैंने अलमारी साफ की. और मैंने कमरा साफ किया. मैंने कमरा साफ किया. किया means did. I did clean the room. मैंने कमरा साफ किया. Saaf is clean, it's an adjective. And किया is did clean. मैंने कमरा साफ किया. मैंने कमरा साफ किया. मैंने अलमारी साफ की. अलमारी is feminine, so it's gonna be मैंने अलमारी साफ की. Or करी, that is did. Karna is a very important verb, and this is the exact conjugation you'll use with whenever you want to conjugate it in the past tense. मैंने घर साफ किया. घर is a house and that's a masculine noun. मैंने घर साफ किया. मैंने countertops साफ किए. मैंने countertops साफ किए. countertops वैसे साफ हैं, मगर और साफ किए. मैंने countertops साफ किए. I hope that you found these videos really helpful. If you want a PDF file, you can become a Patreon member. I get really motivated because a lot of people contact me and tell me how much these videos are helping them. That really motivates me. Life sometimes can get really busy. It's hard to take out time to make videos, but these kind of things motivate me, and then I come back to writing content for you guys and shooting video and editing videos. If you want a challenge and test your vocabulary and grammar, you can make sentences with these verbs. You can identify if it's a transitive and intransitive verb, and then you can make some nice sentences and put them in the comment section. I will see you guys later. Have a nice day. Goodbye.